Coming up, aging with grace. How a local organization is using an innovative way to keep patients safe from dangerous falls. It might surprise you. We'll be back.
As we age, we become more vulnerable to falling for a number of reasons.
But did you know music could actually help prevent you from falling? Welcome to the show, Julie Martin, music therapist at Suncoast Hospice. Welcome to the show. This is just blowing both of our minds, I think. Can you tell us how music therapy actually helps people preventing falls? It really does.
Yes, it really does, because especially with people with dementia, music activates awareness and alertness, and by using their preferred music, it also creates that sense of self by having autobiographical memories. So as people are more alert and aware of what's around them, they're also more aware and alert of instructions that maybe caregivers are giving them to help them move in the environment safely.
It's so fascinating. You know, I was thinking the other day, it is amazing how we have this catalog of thousands of songs in our mind that we can just, you know, pull out of thin air when we hear like the beginning of a melody. It's wild. Can you show us how this therapy actually works? Where does it start?
Well, with music therapy, it often starts with live music. So I brought an instrument today to show an instrument that can be used for that. So I'll use this to accompany myself singing different songs and, like I said, preferred music. So I have to learn a lot of songs from a lot of different eras.
Wow. So what is this, by the way?
This is called a Q chord, and it is an electronic auto harp.
Okay. Yes. Oh, wow. So what do these classes look like for these patients, and how often do they come in and get this therapy?
Well, with Suncoast Hospice, our music therapists go out to where our patients live, so it could be in ALFs, memory care units, or even their homes. So we'll start out usually with a greeting song to establish that time with them, and depending on what the reason for us to be there is, we will use music to help stimulate movement or speech, or help with reminiscing too, especially if there are family members there. So it really depends on the day as to what we do, but the session usually involves a lot of live music and a lot of singing, and as much as possible, we try to get our patients to engage in music with us.
Now, you said this therapy has been around for about a decade now. Can you talk about some of the success stories, specifically with your patients with dementia who've gone through this music therapy, how it's helped them?
Absolutely, and we've had music therapy at Suncoast Hospice for over 10 years, but music therapy itself has been around for since World War II. And
thank you for that correction.
Yes, you're welcome. And some of the greatest situations I have seen are those moments when those patients with dementia have had music and they look up and they see a family member and they call that family member's name.
Oh my gosh.
And it could be the first time in a year or two that that family member has heard his or her name. And so building that connection and making that meaningful moment for that family is so rewarding.
Oh my goodness, I can only imagine so. Can you play a little bit more for us and kind of explain what particular melody you're playing would help with? Does that make sense?
Sure. So if I were to...
What you would use it for?
Right. So something that I might do is I might sing the song and then leave off the last word of a phrase. And that way that stimulates that person to add that word in, creating more opportunities for verbalization.
I think it's so cool that the benefits from these sessions continue to present themselves after the sessions and continuing on throughout the rest of their lives.
Yes, definitely. There's no cure for Alzheimer's and dementia, but music is definitely a way to ameliorate those symptoms. And even for 3 to 4 hours after somebody's had music, it could reduce the chance for, say, sundowning or that late afternoon agitation. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You can get more information on this fascinating topic of music therapy by visiting suncoasthospice.org.